So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're gonna talk about the brand new album by the band Dethklok. So, Dethklok, for you, is an animated band created by Brandon Small, and it's all about, like they're the world's best heavy metal, like death metal band. They're so fucking brutal. And, they have a show called Metalocalypse, which is, I'm sorry if I butchered that. It's a show that aired on Adult Swim at the beginning of the 2000s, like 2005, 2006. And I've seen some of the episodes. I'm not like a diehard fan, but I always listen to the music because, first of all, I thought they were very tongue-in-cheek and fun. And if you watch some episodes, they always try to make everything as heavy metal as fuck. Like, for example, in the first season, there's like an episode where they want to record an album in a submarine underwater, and that's where they had that mermaider like song. So it's tongue-in-cheek and it's funny. And the songs, it's lighthearted. It's like this band that they try to be the most brutal, and their fictional lead singer, Nathan Explosion, is like the most death metal guy ever. Like, it doesn't matter where he is. He can be in the grocery store and he has to be metal. So it's funny. But the music is actually quite good. And I've listened to their album. So this is the first album, like I think in 10 or 11 years. So they hadn't put out a lot of music in the time. So now they're coming back and they have like a movie and they're back. And something that is top notch in this record is the drumming. Obviously, they have Gene Hoglan on drums, and he's a fucking beast on the drum kit. So it's great. And I think Brandon Small like does a great job of like writing this like like brutal but sometimes silly songs, but they're funny and they make sense. So this album, they have I think it's like 11 songs, and it's like a 41-minute track length, like the album length. So yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. I love the album opener, Gardener of Vengeance, and I like it that it starts with like a lawnmower machine like turning on, and then it gets all brutal in like the brutal like death metal vocals. But it's all about I don't know whether it's like a gardener that's out for revenge. So I think it's hilarious as fuck. And then you have like a song called Poisoned by Food, which I would try to laugh, but I've been poisoned by food this year at least twice. So it fucking sucks to be poisoned by food. But it's also, I can see how heavy metal, like you're poisoned by food, you're like puking your guts out, but you're still keep it metal. So yeah, I think it's tongue-in-cheek and it's funny. Then you have a song like Mutilation on a Saturday Night, which I'm like, if you watch the program, yeah, someone's always getting mutilated on that show or chopped up to death or something truly heinous happens. So it makes sense. It's very, when I think of that, I think of like very campy, like The Boys Are Back in Town or something like by Kiss, but death metal. So I think that one's great. And you have, I like songs like that are very like brutal, like Bloodbath, I Am the Beast. That one's really good. Like I like it when they go, I am the beast. And it's really death metal, and great guitar like solos on like almost all the tracks have great guitars on it. Then you have songs like Horse of Fire, which I think that sounds metal as fuck, Dead Face. And they close the album with Mermaider Free. And it's a very good album closer. I think it closes the album on a very high note. What would I say? Maybe it's maybe I don't like that much about this album. I think there's a little bit. Some of the songs can sound a little bit repetitive some of the times, and they're good, but sometimes they can blend into each other, and that to me takes away because when they're too similar, it can get a little bit samey at times, and they lost me. But For the most part, this is a very fun record. If this is not a record to take seriously, come on, it's a fucking cartoon band that sings about being metal as fuck. You know, it's meant to be tongue-in-cheek and fun. This is not like a serious record. This is like a type of record that you listen to escape and just have fun with it. So yeah, my conclusion is the Death Album 4 by Dethklok is a very fun album that if you like death metal and if you like the show, I think you will enjoy. And even if you don't watch the show, I think you can listen to this if you're a fan of death metal and enjoy it anyway. So those are my thoughts on this album. So I want to know, what are your favorite tracks from this album? Do you like this band? And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to give me a like and do not forget to subscribe. I have more content on the way. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield on a Couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.